Good morning, Grenada, Carrico, Petit Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, all those listening in Radioland, and to 107.9 Wanda FM in Brooklyn, Big Apple. Good morning to everyone. Kenro, when you're ready, you can please come in. Good morning, my friend. How are you?
Good morning, and how is you?
Good.
Well, I'm
It's.
okay for the time.
I wanted to stay under the covers this morning, but I didn't have the choice, so I'm up.
Well, it's like that sometimes.
True. Go ahead when
Yeah,
you're ready, please.
I don't hear that.
I said, go ahead when you're ready.
Okay. Good morning to you again, and good morning to the nation, and a special good morning to the elder. This morning, blessed Lord, I stretch my hands to thee. No other help I know but you, and if only you draw yourself from us, this our Lord, where thou shall we go. Father, we thank you, Lord, for the night that we spent. We thank you, Lord, for the morning rising sun. We thank you for putting us to bed. We thank you for waking us up. We thank you for the breath you bring unto each and every one this our blessed Lord. Father, I bring the country before you, Grenada, Carrico, Pittiwatnik. Father, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean and even the whole world is in your hand this morning, Lord. I give you thanks this morning for each and every one this our blessed Lord. My God and my King. This morning, Father, I bring the school children before you, Jesus. We know they are very stubborn hearted, but Father, we cannot turn we back on them. We have to continue asking for mercy and pardon and guidance for each and every one. Pass by every schoolhouse this morning. Pass by them this morning. Pass bench to benches, oh blessed Lord. Father, here and everywhere, wheresoever you have schools, this our blessed Lord. Father, look down on them. Educate them, Lord. For yourself, this our blessed Lord. I'll bring all the teachers before you, both male and female. They all is in your hand, Father God. Help them that they're able to help those children. Educate them that they're able to educate those children. This our blessed Lord. Pass by the principal, this our blessed Lord. Father God, what could I tell you what you don't know about a country? I bring the Prime Minister before you, this our blessed Lord. I'm asking you, Jesus, to look over him, Lord. Father, educate him for yourself. Teach him what to do and what to say. My God and my King, I bring all the ministers before you. Each and every one of them, this our blessed Lord. Look over them, this our Master. I bring the opposition party this morning, Lord. Remember that kid by name and by number. Reach out and touch that son. Father, guide him and protect him. Where you weak, make him strong. And where he's strong, make him stronger, this our Lord. I bring all the ministers before you. I even bring all those who are the win this our Lord, this seed before you this morning, Lord. Have mercy upon them, this our blessed Lord. Father, pass by them, Lord. Pass by Carrico, pass by Petit Martinique, pass by the children and them wheresoever they locate. Father, reach out and touch them, the entire force. I bring it before you. Pass by our police station. Educate them, give them the brain of retainers, teach them what to do and what to say, keep them on praying ground and even on watchful terms. I bring the SSU before you, the camp, this our Lord. Reach out and touch them, this our General Master. My God, have mercy. Father, mercy I ask, and mercy is our total plead. I'm not compelling you, Lord, but I'm asking you to look over the nation, especially the aged one, this our blessed Lord. Father, some are sick and some are sad. Some are lost the love they have. Those on the bed of affliction, pass by the hospital. Those that cannot help themselves. Those in the maternity ward. I ask you for safe deliverance for each and every one, this our Lord. Those preparing themselves for the operation table, this our Master. Father, look over the doctors and the nurses. Remember them, Jesus. Take them in charge. I bring the buses, Lord. I bring the driver, the conductor, the passenger. Even the boat on the ocean, the plane in the air, the Coast Guard this morning on the seawater. Reach out and touch them this morning. The fishermen, I ask you, please, Jesus, to help them to have a catch. that able to have a bird in the hand, this our master. Oh God, have mercy on us, this our blessed Jesus, my God and my King. Father, what could I tell you? Remember us, this our blessed Jesus. Father, remember Mr. Andre. Remember that son. Wheresoever I look it, guide him and protect him. Keep him on watchful thumbs and on praying ground. Remember his staff I bring before you. Father, even the offspring of his body, I bring them before you, this our Lord. Remember all those who are dwelling with them. I bring them before you, this our Lord. Remember his staff, Lord. Remember each and every one of them. I cannot name them one by one. But Master, you are acquainted to them. All those who are traveling with bus, after traveling, mercy for them. All those who have the private transport, I ask you for mercy and safe arrival for each and every one of them. Remember them this morning, Lord. My God and my King, this our blessed Jesus. Pass by that radio station. Remember the Fukana, remember the Bonding Center, and even the Chasla, the door, the entire of the gap, the surrounding of the yard. Keep that place safe and sound. Bind them together like one bond elastic that cannot be broken. Leave no veins where Satan could enter. We know Satan is a busy adversary, mashing hill and bruising toe. But oh God, I know you is able, Jesus. I know there is nothing you cannot do. Remember the home what he left behind, keep it safe and sound. Every church and every chapel, every minister on the gospel, I bring each and every one before you this hour, blessed Lord. Father God, my village and my people. As you tell the disciple to say, our Father which art in heaven, holy be thy name, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth and it is in heaven. Give us the days our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. For thy is the kingdom, the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen and amen. Thank you, Lord.
Amen.
Thank you, Jesus.
Amen. What are you doing today in this rainy weather?
I think I didn't do we.
I'm with you there. If I could go back indoors, I'm going back indoors.
But you see, you have a burden on your back. You cannot do like me.
What you mean I have a burden on my back? Nothing ain't heavy on my back. You know, I could just throw it off and walk.
Eh,
No burden, no burden.
you have a
I'm doing that with
burden.
joy. Don't worry, I'm doing it with joy.
I know that.
Okay.
I know that. Without you don't tell me that. Look, yesterday you have me on the sit down in front, me table. I don't drink the some water what God give me to drink, and I can't move. I can't do nothing. When then you is a hero, you know.
I'm a hero?
Mm-hmm.
No, man. I'm just telling truth.
It of course yes.
So
It is.
it's not okay. The thing is, I say what people thinking.
Yes.
And if I get to get people to bring out what they have inside, because a lot of us are suffering out there
True.
in silence. So if I get people to bring it out, not be called to says whatever it is, and we get people to bring out what it is that they have on them, and maybe we can help just one or two persons to have a better life. That's all we are trying to do.
Yes.
But if it comes out like comedy hour, take that and laugh too.
You don't coming out so. You coming out good.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Have
You
yourself a
good.
good day, and
All
I'll talk
right.
to you
Same
soon.
to you.
Okay,
Okay,
bye bye.
pleasant day. Yeah.
Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk? Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk?
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share.
I'll take a minute to say good morning to everyone that is listening to Real FM. Thank you for checking in and keep listening. I'll just go to the line and say good morning to Gemma, Errol Bonaparte, Michelle Alexander, Baby Daddy, Ron Lewis, and Deborah Lebaud at the moment. Remember to subscribe, share, and like. And we are keeping it real.
Go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful. I say we have to prepare to meet the challenges of life without fear. Greed and jealousy, hatred and envy, man, you have to move with care in that jungle out there. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. How you move when you're moving, which direction you're going. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
Where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk. Where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
In your search for happiness, you gotta leave a little room for loneliness. Four things could happen all of a sudden before you realize it's only a disguise. You gotta be careful. You gotta be.
Good morning, Drums. How are you?
Hello, good morning, CJ. I'm good.
Good. Go ahead when you're ready, please.
How was your night?
Oh, my night. I think I slept.
Okay.
And waiting for the thunder because they said it was going to be bad weather, but I survived the night. Let's see what the day brings.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Good morning to you, again, and good morning to the nation. A reading from the Word of God, Psalm 90. Lord, thou hast been our dwelling place in all generations. Before the mountains were before foot, or ever thou hastened from the earth, and the world even from everlasting to everlasting, thou art God. Thou turnest man in domination, and said, return ye children of men. For 1,000 years is the sight are like yesterday when it is past, and as watch in the night. This is the end of the scripture reading.
Thank you so much. And hope you're staying those today. Are you going anywhere?
No, I'm home for the day today.
Okay, good. Because I think we're having some terrible weather. No sun, it doesn't seem as though the sun is going to be shining anytime soon. So take care of yourself and your family, and we'll chat tomorrow.
You have a nice day.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
I'd like to say good morning to all the bus drivers on the road. We're taking the nation's children and the nation's teachers, and as a matter of fact, the whole nation, the workers, taking them to work this morning. Make sure you get them there safely. And people Remember to stay safe. The weather is not looking very promising this morning, so hope you all have your umbrellas and your raincoats ready to face the elements that's out there. In a few moments, we'll be checking in with the Maurice Bishop International Airport for what the weather has to tell us. I think, kids, I'll have to get you to make a mixed bag of weather. We either have good weather or bad weather. Give us one that has sun and rain and everything together. So let's keep ourselves posted on what the weather has to say in a few moments.
Year, you would get over 9,000 live TV channels, 31,000 movies, and 4,000 TV shows for your entertainment. These channels include shows, entertainment, sports, news, movies, comedy, and lots more, including international, Caribbean, and local channels. Watch on your smart TV, phones, tablets, PC, laptop, and Fire Stick. We can also supply you with an HD Android box that would convert your TV into a smart TV. Not convinced? Then test our service now for 36 hours free. For more information, call or WhatsApp DP Marketing at 473-457-3546.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. Report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications. Yes, the Grenlec app keeps you connected anytime, anywhere. The Grenlec mobile app. Download for 24/7 access.
There comes a time in every household when a loved one passes on, and we all need the support and guidance of a trusted friend. Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home has been your dedicated friend. And now, for your convenience and added financial ease, we introduce specially designed complete funeral packages from as low as $5,500. Same professional quality services, but now greater choices at the lowest possible prices. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. Conditions apply. Serving you from locations in St. George's, Grenville, and Carriacou. Call us at 440-2302 any time of day. Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home, continuing a tradition of excellence.
Hear that? That is my summer sizzling in sunshine. Yours can too, with a summer sunshine loan from the Grenville Credit Union. Access up to $50,000 and add some sunshine to your carnival, your vacation, a vehicle, education, your home, and even more. Visit our offices on Jubilee Street, Grenville, or Lucas Street, St. George. Call us today at 442-8602 or email info@grandcu.org for more information. Special terms and conditions apply. Let in the summer with a summer sunshine loan from the Credit Union of Grenville.
Who wants to save 30%? Everybody. Now more than ever, Flow understands the need to make your dollar stretch. Our new bundles can help you save 30% off your current bill. Plus, get a free speed upgrade on your in-home internet. Simply add your mobile to your current home services account and save 30%. It's easy. Sign up now and save. All on the most reliable fixed and mobile network on island. Visit a Flow store or call us at 1-800-804-2994 for more information. Flow, it only gets better. Terms and conditions apply.
Where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
Folks, I'm trying to get to the Met Office, but the line is totally busy. It seems as though they're dealing with a lot of bad weather and people are calling. So, in a few moments again, I'll try.
To meet the challenges of life without fear. Greed and jealousy, hatred and envy, man, you have to move with care in that jungle out there. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. How you move when you're moving, which direction you're going. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
Where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
In your search for happiness, you gotta leave a little room for loneliness. More things could happen all of a sudden before you realize it's only a disguise. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful with what you do and how you're doing it. If you do, when you're doing it, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
And folks, we have the Met Office online. Good morning, Cecile. How are you?
Good morning to you. I am well. How are you? How are you? Hello, good morning. Are you still there?
I am here. Go ahead.
Okay. Good morning to all the listeners of Real FM. Firstly, here's a quick update on the tropical Atlantic. Currently, there are two low pressure areas in the tropical Atlantic. There's tropical depression number 12, which formed yesterday. It is in the further East Atlantic, and it poses no threat to any landmass at this time. More relevant to us is the tropical wave, which is embedded in a 1007 millibar low pressure center. At 5 a.m., this wave was located south of 17 north and 60 west, 86 nautical miles east of Grenada. The system has a 60% chance of development within the next 2 days and an 80% chance within 5 days. There's a broad area of significant cloudiness and thunderstorm activity occurring in the southeastern sector of the system, more so affecting Trinidad and Tobago, northern Guyana, and Venezuela with significant showers and thunderstorms. The cloudiness in our area, however, is fragmented, and the system still does not have a well-defined center of circulation. There are some negating or unfavorable factors that the system is battling with. That's increasing wind shear in the northwestern sector and dwindling upper level support. Some of the cloudiness across Grenada has been raining out, so there has been some weakening in the system. Nevertheless, weather models suggest a medium potential for showers and thunderstorms from the tail end of the wave, which will be affecting Grenada and the island chain. I just want to reiterate that this is simply a tropical wave embedded in a low pressure center and that this is not a tropical depression or a tropical storm. Now for the current conditions at the Morris Bishop International Airport. It is cloudy with light showers. The prevailing winds are northeasterly at 16 miles per hour. The barometric pressure reads 1007.8 millibars. That's below normal. Let's take that pressure again. 1007.8 millibars. That's below normal and rising. The present temperature stands at 26.7 degrees Celsius and the relative humidity is 92%. The maximum temperature recorded yesterday was 31.6 degrees Celsius and the minimum temperature during the night was 24 hours, 3.2 millimeters of rainfall was measured here at the airport, and this brings the total for the month to 17.3 millimeters. Here now is public forecast, and that's valid for today and tonight for the state of Grenada. Weather conditions are expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy and windy, becoming overcast at times with light to moderate showers, some of which may be heavy, with a low chance of isolated thunderstorms. There are warnings in effect for street flooding and a low chance of flash flooding and landslides in vulnerable areas. Maximum temperature 30.5 degrees Celsius. Winds easterly to southeasterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting higher in and around showers. Seas moderate to rough, waves 6 to 9 feet and northeasterly to easterly swells. Coastal waters are projected to be agitated, hence sea bathers, mariners, and all other marine interests are urged to exercise extra caution when venturing out to sea. Tides are currently rising. High would be at 11:30 a.m. and the next low at 6 p.m. Sunset 5:56 and sunrise 5:57. Just to recap the public forecast, and that's valid for today and tonight for the state of Grenada. Partly cloudy to cloudy and windy, becoming overcast at times with light to moderate showers, some of which may be heavy with a low chance of isolated thunderstorms. From the forecast desk at the Morris Bishop International Airport, I am Cecile Mitchell. Have yourself a lovely Wednesday.
Thank you so much, Cecil. You told us a lot there. And I think a lot of us are confused. But what I'm hearing is that there is no fear in anything that is going on out there. It's just rain, sometimes thunder, and so on, right?
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Take care.
All right. Bye bye. And folks, there you have it. We are not going to be getting a major storm or anything of that sort. Just rain, rain, and more rain, and sometimes a little bit of thunder. So there we go.
Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
It is now time for Waterwise, so we'll go straight into Nawasa.
Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, reporting faults, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Good morning, listeners. Welcome to another edition of Waterwise, a production of the National Water and Sewerage Authority, NAWASA. Thank you for joining us. I am Wendy Chateau. Partly cloudy to cloudy conditions with light to moderate showers, which may become heavy at times, has been forecast for Grenada and its dependencies through Friday. This creates the environment for turbid water and dam blockage, which in turn affects the authority's ability to effectively supply consumers. Consumers are therefore encouraged to be mindful of the prevailing conditions and ensure they have storage to mitigate the impact of any potential interruption in water supply, at least a 3-day supply of 35 gallons per person per day. The existing weather conditions are likely to affect any or all of our water systems, requiring that the affected systems be shut down, sometimes for extended periods. And having storage eases the discomforts associated with unavoidable interruptions. Heavy rainfall leads to rapid runoff, causing the volume of water in the river channel to rapidly increase, resulting in erosion of the riverbanks, negatively affecting our water quality. We therefore encourage you to develop a habit of having storage. It may appear that there isn't heavy rainfall in our communities, but there may be heavy and continuous rainfall in the mountains, where our source supply originates. Over the past few days, we have seen consumers served by the Maribor, Mount Horn, and Concord water systems affected by regular interruptions due to turbidity and dam blockage resulting from continuous heavy rains. Consumers served by the Richmond Hill tank, which is fed by one of our most susceptible systems, the Les Avocat water system, have also been challenged by interruptions. Situations like these are unavoidable and highlights the importance of always having a stored water supply. We remind all that we are still in the hurricane season, and it is important that persons make the investment in adequate water storage facilities. Also, this morning, we remind consumers in the parish of St. John that in order to facilitate network maintenance, they will experience an interruption in their water supply between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. today, Wednesday, October 5th, 2022. You are encouraged to collect and store water in clean covered containers prior to the scheduled interruption, taking into consideration the needs of your family and pets. Please also be mindful that due to the nature of the work being undertaken, there is a possibility that the restoration timeline may be extended. You are therefore encouraged to ensure you have at least a 3-day supply, representing 35 gallons of water per person per day. If the network is reopened at 8 p.m., consumers in elevated areas are reminded that they may receive a supply within 2 hours thereafter. The authority apologizes for any inconveniences caused as a result and thanks consumers for their patience as we work towards the delivery of a safe, adequate, and reliable water supply. And that's all the time we have with you this morning. On behalf of the entire team at NAWASA, I am Wendy Chateau. Thank you for joining us, and do have yourselves a wonderful day.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, reporting faults, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer customer support's companion. NOWASA, committed.
Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk? Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk?
I'd like to say good morning once again to everyone that is listening and tuning in to Real FM. Today is Political Wednesday, and we have the big guy in to give you all the information that you can. How was your trek here this morning, Carl?
It was good, but a little outside was wet.
Yeah, it is still wet. It seems it's going to have some really dark days today. But she said it's Friday, so maybe we'll not be seeing the sunshine anytime soon.
Wow.
Yeah. So what do you have for the people this morning?
Well, Political Wednesdays, we deal with any and everything political. So you don't have one thing because politics is part of us. And we always have to be aware of what is going on.
And as you know, I know zilch about politics. So my thing is now high over aviento. I'm putting on the ego for you right now. So folks, have yourself a great day out there today. And remember to save water, because the way things are going, we may not have water around us for a bit. So save water that you can use for cooking, for bathing, for cleaning, everything. Just save your water. Take care, guys. I'm off.
Well, have a blessed day.
Thank you, sir.
Clear.
Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk? Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk?
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, both of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
List some future plans that you have for the Isle of Grenada?
If not your top five.
Sure, sir.
The top five.
Well, we campaign on a transformation agenda, and we've started one. Well, it's not so much transformation as perhaps restorative justice.
List some future plans that you have for the Isle of Grenada?
If not your top five.
Sure, sir.
The top five.
Well, we campaign on a transformation agenda, and we've started one. Well, it's not so much transformation as perhaps restorative justice.
Say morning to the people, Igwe. Let me start all this thing for you.
Yeah, well, we go past that thing if you can get it. So.
No, I'll get it. So what's up?
I'm okay. Morning to the listeners out there. And Bernard, morning, Gemma. Wow, how you doing? Errol Bonaparte, Michelle Alexander, Baby Daddy, how things, Raw Lewis, Deborah Board, Christine Otley, Shirley Scarrett, and Andrews, Adrian Watts, my brother, how you doing? Tomika Moses, morning. IDY Christopher, morning. Jocelyn Matterson, morning. Pat James, morning. Andrea Alexander, morning. Jocelyn Francois, morning.
All right.
Marilyn Ferguson, morning. How you doing? Yes, let's go.
Right. I want him to see to, you know?
Yeah.
So let me just throw it up there.
List some future plans that you have for the Isle of Grenada.
If not your top 5.
Sure, sir.
The top 5.
Well, we campaign on a transformation agenda, and we've started one. Well, it's not so much transformation as perhaps restorative justice.
Say that again.
Play it again for you?
Yeah, in the own words of the Honorable Prime Minister, I don't want people to see not that the Prime
List
Minister
some
said.
future plans that you have for the Isle of Grenada.
If not your top 5.
Sure, sir.
The top 5.
Well, we campaign on a transformation agenda, and we've started one. Well, it's not so much transformation as perhaps restorative justice.
Play that one time, because I want people to hear, though, and to be fair to the Honorable Prime Minister.
List some future plans that you have for the Isle of Grenada.
If not your top 5.
Sure, sir.
The top 5.
Well, we campaign on a transformation agenda, and we've started one. Well, it's not so much transformation as perhaps restorative justice.
All right, Igwe.
Mm-hmm.
Now the people heard what the Honorable Prime Minister say. And with everything, I like to break it down to the simple way. Now, retroactive justice refers to an approach to justice that seeks to repair harm by providing an opportunity for those harmed and those who take responsibility for the harm to communicate about, address their need in the aftermath of a crime. So when the Honorable Prime Minister say, when they ask him about transformation, he said not much, it's not really about transformation. It's about retroactive justice. And that was in the words of the Honorable Prime Minister. So the cynics, the naysayers, and the acolytes, and them can say, well, Carl Keaton didn't say what the Prime Minister said. So they heard what the Prime Minister said. And I'm giving them an explanation as to what retroactive justice refers to, an approach to justice that seeks to repair harm by providing opportunities for those harmed and those who take responsibility for the harm to communicate about the addresses, the needs in the aftermath of a crime. So when you see this present administration hang on to the coattail of the PRG, you understand what retroactive justice is about. When you see this present administration went to Parliament and introduced the new ministry and vote 27 with 77 million, you understand what retroactive justice is. So the fact that it was not giving us much information as to the Ministry of Mobilization, other than you see the minister about sticking hole and thing in the road. You realize retroactive justice is, in the meaning of it, is to provide an opportunity, retroactive opportunity. Just as how the pension, they keep saying pension payment, but the truth of the matter is, Igwe, it is a retroactive. So you see retroactive justice, and listen the language. Play that one more time, Igwe. Listen, I want people to listen the language in which the Honorable Prime Minister spoke.
He's speaking with confidence.
Not the language.
Language you
About transformation, listen.
I'm putting it back. Hold on, The internet moving kind of slow this morning, eh? I don't know why the video. All right, that's it. There we come in.
List some future plans that you have for the Isle of Grenada.
If not your top 5.
Sure, sir.
The top 5.
Well, we campaign on a transformation agenda, and we've started one. Well, it's not so much transformation as perhaps restorative justice.
So in his own words, Gates, the whole transformational thing was just a means of campaigning. Hence the reason most of the programs, 99% of the programs, were programs already there by the past administration. Who? This administration, the party in this administration claimed that the past administration was doing nothing. But lo and behold, they entered into the seat of governance, and they continue to do, or continue the plans, which means that the plans and programs was proper. If it wasn't good, they would have changed it already.
Yeah, they would have.
And retroactive justice is the operative word here. It's like, and you see something, it's with a crime and retroactive and person. So the narrative here, so people wonder why they begin up the PRG so much. And I keep asking the question about the Ministry of Mobilization, and retroactive justice is something that could be linked, because the amount of funding in that ministry, Igwe, tells you something is there, and we have to think. So retroactive justice is basically, somebody would put it is, it's time for them to get a pound of flesh. Remember Shakespeare?
Yeah.
So they're using, or it's believed that the Ministry of Mobilization will be used to secure the pound of flesh and the funding. So people have to stay awake. And now is the time more than ever, Igwe. The whole narrative about we can sit down. Now the Grenadian people, it's not a time for we to sit down. We can sit down. And then people, those who backslid and supported the Congress, now is the time you can sit down. Because what was it that played them people and them come down? Because they used to talk about who they in government for 20 something years, so they feel they was out. So they gone in for the pound of flesh with all means devised to be set up for them to get a pound of flesh. And they could get that through the Ministry of Mobilization. So all them NNP people who think they supported them and so on, don't have much belief in getting anything, because they already skew the thing to how they want it to happen. And in the own words of the Honorable Prime Minister, not me at making it up or not me at saying somebody see. In his own words, you see, it's not about transformation really. It's about retroactive justice. And that speaks volumes. And that put the Ministry of National of Mobilization in its proper context. I was here Sunday, and I was having a conversation with Kennedy Boudlal, who was one of the chief architects of the revolution. And I asked him in no uncertain terms, what was the function and the purpose of the Ministry of Mobilization. And he told me some Selwyn Sean was in charge and was to defend and secure the gains of the party retroactive justice and to continue to feed these operatives of the revolution, then ensure that they were taken care of. And if you adopt in most of the principles of the revolution by your utterances, and then all of a sudden you bring the Ministry of Mobilization, but you see the Minister of Mobilization appearing only mostly in projects under infrastructure, you have to tell yourself this retroactive justice. So when the Prime Minister spoke of retroactive justice, he didn't just say that so because he wanted to speak. It was clear in his own words. You know, we campaign on transformation, but it's not much about transformation. It's more about retroactive justice, getting the pound of flesh on the backs of the Grenadian people. And we can't sit down. If there's a time when the whole meaning of we can't sit down is now, because we can't sit down and allow that to happen. Because if we allow that to happen, all who do support the present administration corridor get colored. They're trying to consolidate and retroactive meaning the past, you know. Let me give you an example. Like when people say about back pay, it's got retroactive because it's something in the past. So they feel, and I just want to give that definition again because I just want people to really get the whole thing about it. It is an approach just that seeks to harm. Check it out. So it is perceived that being in opposition or being out of government for a long time, to them it was harm, providing the opportunity for those harm, those who was not in power for a long time, and those who they believe ought to take responsibility after the aftermath of a crime. So tell me which crime, the aftermath of which crime? So the Honorable Prime Minister ought to speak and explain more about the retroactive justice. Or is he preparing the nation for what is to come? Igwe.
We go find out.
In terms of persons getting their pound of flesh. And that tells you the mindset of the present administration. Bearing in mind the discussion of retroactive justice and what it means in terms of the Ministry of Mobilization, Igwe. And I want to go back to the utterances again of the Honorable Prime Minister when they say 100 days. The wins in 100 days, Igwe. And understand this. Measures of cost of living. And I want us to have a little discussion here. Now, in his utterances, one of the reasons for removing the 25% non-fuel charges on electricity is because he claimed that Grenlec is losing around 16 million or have lost $16 million. I have a parallel view. I think I wouldn't call it loss. I would say it's a reinvestment in the Grenadian economy, in the Grenadian people who are the majority shareholders. However, pound of flesh into politics, the 550 on tax on gas, Igwe, which would ballpark would among the region of 61 million US per year. He continue not to collect. And that's revenue, that's our $61 million thing. So here's what. So when I ask the question, is he still a lawyer for Grenlec? People ask me, why are you asking that? But here's what. It sounds like Grenlec is being favored in terms of the 16 million, but you are allowing 60 million to go awry, which could do a lot more. Even your 60 million attack for retroactive payment for pension, which is a retroactive. But you're not taking it because you're allowing it to go, but you want to put on the gradient public back. Removal of the 25% non-fuel charges to make Grenlec more financially attractive. But you're letting around $61 million thereabouts go. And in terms of revenue intake, the taxes on gas Igwe is about a third amount in bringing revenue to the country. After VAT and personal income tax.
The tax on the gas is very important.
So you're talking about doing all these things. You're talking about retroactive justice. But in the prudent management of the country, you're not finding ways for revenue intake. Because you already say you made the treasury in a particular way. So that is a testament to the prudent management of the affairs of the country by the past administration. Because if all what has been done, and that's revenue, that 61 million I'm talking about is revenue that is he lost. So you're talking about Grenlec losing 16 million and you want to help them so you remove the tax. But it's 61 million EC to not non-collecting on the gas, which could do a lot of things. And that in itself tells you about the management of this country, Igwe. No. Based on all information and based on what is happening and the fact that most of the programs by the past administration has been continued is a testament to the programs were good programs. Because if they were not good programs by now, they would have moved away from them.
Yeah.
Secondly, in terms of the fact that you claim that the treasury was heavy when you inherited it, that shows the management of this country was proper. So when Minister Andal came and talked about the debt with Trinidad, Libya, and so on, and that could affect Grenada getting assistance. But those situations exist, and the past administration would have received a lot of funding. So is it a case that they not understand institutional knowledge is lacking? Because you have to listen the language when they speak. Like he said, the good people vote for them. Then he said, and what amuses me as we speaking, and Mr. Andal name is mentioned in the conversation, Igwe. He's saying you have to have some form of confidentiality with diplomats. And one might agree that yes, you have to have a level of confidentiality with them. But as they came into governance, the list of names of all diplomats was plastered over social media. Shouldn't it have confidence then? Shouldn't it be confidential then? Because you say now, when asked about diplomats, you say, oh, we have to have a level of confidentiality in diplomats' name. But yet you, because all the names of diplomats when you came in to be plastered all over social media. So when you listen people speak, you have to understand what is going on and not just try to defend. When something cannot be defended, it cannot be defended. And being here on the radio is basically to look at what is happening and to discuss it factually. So when you talk about retroactive justice, And if the term retroactive justice came up in a conversation just so, maybe you not raise any eyebrow, but when you say it's not really transformation, it's more retroactive justice.
Give the people the meaning of
And I
retroactive again
played
too.
the clip specifically because I didn't want people to say the Prime Minister never say that. Because they will come and tell you the Prime Minister never say that. But the Honorable Prime Minister did say it's not more about transformation, but it's about retroactive justice. And in the utterances of ministers, even when they have cabinet brief, it is ridiculous. When one would go in the House of Parliament and say the good people of St. Patrick's West voted for him. So how are we to call the people that didn't vote for him?
The bad people.
And that is, and then you speak out confidentiality when you have your acolytes with information of confidential nature of persons all about on social media. But you talking about confidentiality. And that is the crux of what is going on. Ego is not every time you think, and then I like to listen to the language in which people speak and not necessarily think. So my thing here is Igwe. We can't sit down. You ever call on?
Yeah, we do.
Morning, caller. How are you
Morning.
doing?
Morning.
Yes, man.
Yeah, good morning, Andrew, Brother Carl. Good morning, great Brother Carl. I want to say something, right?
Don't want to say.
I listen the achievement, what the government say that they achieved. I know in school they taught us the meaning of words. And when to achievement to like something that you plan. And when you plan something that you execute it, it come to happen. But they say they pay the pension, the twice a month salary. That don't happen yet. The one, you see, the ones who will be taking place in next year, 2020, November. So if you promise that, and you got that's achievement. Achievement. I see achievement like when
You're breaking up.
they go to fly the rural area, they go put pipe and water in all in all homes. Then they say they go to Beeline National Stadium, a cricket stadium, and bus terminal and Mission Complex. I see that as something that you achieve that because it happened. So there are a lot of things that we have what they achieve in 100 days. That don't happen yet. So how would that could be an achievement? What that could be an achievement? So that people use word and but when they see something on television, on radio, well, what they do is totally different. And like, what you speak about in this Carl, I heard it where you say that retroactive justice. So like you pay back someone for the injustice they do to you. So how you two wrong could make a right?
But that is the purpose of the Ministry of Mobilization.
Exactly. That's the aim of it. Yeah. So you talk about justice, and then but you're trying to get back revenge of something somebody might do to you. The person might make somebody time code, they make it time. So you tell somebody because they might get 20 and I get 15. You feel that's not justice for you. So then you still punish the person for making the time in prison for the crime they committed and we didn't get time in prison. So I don't understand what they mean say. I think that's why men speak and when they speak, they really understand what they're saying and then after what they say. So, but have a good listen.
All right.
All right, caller. The caller made some salient points. I would like to deal with one. The removal of school fees is something the Honorable Prime Minister touted as a win. No. Which school fees was removed? That is the question, because I've been asking parents of children in across the nation which school fees was removed. So they need to say, well, we remove XYZ school fees. Just saying removal of school fees, the people do believe that because it's a lot of them, you don't visit them. they still have to pay fees in schools. So let's say removal of school fees. Which fees was removed? Because if you know, so you could say, don't just make it thing. Payment of dark salaries, yes, I give you that. Yes, call her morning.
Morning.
Good morning to Mr. Carl. Master Carl, good morning.
Morning, how you doing, Cams?
Well, I just drinking a cup of cocoa tea, local cocoa.
Well, that's good.
Yes, drinking cocoa, you will sweat. Auntie Gray, good morning. And good morning to Grenadians, home and abroad. Mr. Andrew Donald, good morning. Kenny, good morning. You touched my heart this morning with the words, the prayers. Anyhow, today's day to speak with what's going on in this country. As citizens, we have the right. If we see things right, we speak about it and be honest. And if we see wrong things, we have the right to speak about it. And nobody should vex with you when you see something go wrong in Grenada. You're living in Grenada and you talk. We have some activists under the NDC that still coming on the terminal and provoke me, but I leave and I go inside my shop. I put on the radio. I didn't answer. I was in a very good mood yesterday. Because before I leave my house, Brother Carl, I said, Papa God, go with me and keep my mouth shut, please. And that happened yesterday. Because this young guy always coming and harassing me there. And he get on. He cussing all the ministers that he support over the years. You understand? And coming to get at me. And I know the police around, they ain't telling him nothing. But as I open my mouth, I'm going to get a charge from the corporal and then the other one. So I ain't say nothing, I go inside my shop. Right. And next thing, I want to let the Prime Minister, good morning, Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. Dick Mitchell, good morning. And I had spoke to him before they were the open parliament. We in Happy Hill and Brizan and something else got with the invitation to go to the parliament. And the parliament is the people parliament. That is all. And anybody in Grenada, Caricom Petit Martinique, could go and sit down and listen to what's going on. And there is some people that when we went there very early. And there are some going in, all the Dr. Keith Mitchell, morning, Doc, good morning, sir. Supporters that support NNP. We couldn't go in. You understand? Yes, and I get 3 invitations. And I've been going to the House of Parliament since Sir Eric Matthew Gary time. So some of the new people they had there under NNP, under NEC time, no, I always go to the Parliament well dressed, smelling good. You understand? And these people say we can't go. I can remember Mr. Charles that worked in the Ministry of Health in the hospital. He came with his staff and they tell him he couldn't go in and he's a supporter of the NDC. And I was there. And another listening after they resolved Parliament, they went to go and take a big picture with all of them. And I approached the Prime Minister and I told him about it and I said, sir, I did not support you, but this is the people's house and it's for everybody. And look at what the people do. And I want you to address that to let them know when anybody comes to go inside to sit, allow them to come in. Mr. Carl, if you print 500 invitations for the House of Parliament to go in and sit down, you must have a 2 reserved seats. So you know the amount of invitation you give out. You understand? And we went there early. We reached there before 10 o'clock. So they must have seats for dignitaries and the other people. And these people refused because they know we came to support Dr. Keith Mitchell. They refused. And you know what cooled me down inside there? Inside of the property, when somebody might tell Dr. Mitchell, well, look what's going on with us, he called me and he said, take it easy, you go address that. And that is wrong. Dr. Mitchell, Dr. Deacon Mitchell is wrong. And I want you to address it, and if you don't hear me this morning, because this broadcast is all over the world, I just look at it, yeah, YouTube and all things. It is wrong. Let your staff and members that work there allow people to come in and sit. If they have an invitation, even if they don't have an invitation, and you have room, let them sit down inside. I know the calendar is to sit down there too, but we reached early and we had our invitation in the House of Parliament. I got 3. I got one from Dr. Mitch, Shell. I got one from Honorable Peter David. They sent it for me. And then I get one from the House. So that's alone to show you, but because they know we support Dr. Mitchell, they refuse. And that is wrong. That is the people's house. That way the people's business, they discuss the people's business of this country. That is number 2. And I want to tell people, let's be honest with ourselves this morning. A lot of people now, they're scared to speak out because they support NDC. No, you don't have to be afraid to speak out. You see something is not going right in your party, you speak about it. Because these people, they meant well, Politicians meant well when they go in there. But it's the people they have around them and in the different offices that are messed up, All politicians will take part in Grenada, they meant well. But they put me as a permanent secretary, they put me as an advisor, and it's I that messed up. You understand? You all know all the morning, and things is not right. You get the light bill, it be high. You get this high, you didn't get paid. Your NISA, you never didn't get paid. You have the right, your democratic right, to speak out, to let them know, well, look, I didn't get it, and it's not right. That is the same people that are going to turn back on you, sir. These are the same people that are going to turn back on you, Mr. Andal. These are the same people that are going to turn back on the lady involved. So if you want to come out and speak, these people, they have an ears, they go here, and they have a conscience. And all they just sit back quiet and have saying, keep me telling do nothing. I always have to stress on that. And it's not nice as you know them. Some of them in America, they're jumping up. You all don't come home. You all just there listening on social media. They doesn't come in Grenada. Some of you got to come back to Grenada. No. You don't know where the market is. You don't know where Melville Street is. Because Dr. Mitchell and his government did so much for Grenada that when my cousin came back from Denver and he's born in the town of St. George, he didn't know where Melville Street is, where the seawall was, because he had a whole big terminal there. Grenada was strange to him, like he didn't know he didn't Grenada. And now they just go there beating up on Dr. Keith Mitchell. A bunch of hypocrites. I want nothing from y'all, I live in here. I live in Grenada. So I see what's going on, and I know you all read things on social media that people that just bad mind put up, and all you believe it. So I'm calling to the Prime Minister, see that situation with the house, and if they don't pay some of the people that work, please stop, pay them, because we all came from poor background farming. I see no rich man, no billionaire doctor and son in the parliament, Poor people. And you almost remember, there was time in your life while you drink bush water, black sea. So don't get swell-headed. Don't get swell. What goes around comes around. Dr. Mitchell are giving you all the thumbs up for the hard work you and your team did in this country for us as Grenadians. And I wonder sometimes, Mr. Carl, if these people love poor people, if they don't have a reflection of growing up, where I never buy exercise book for them. And now you reach there, you tell yourself, all is well with you. You never know. You all never know. Grenadians is like when you go and drink cow milk and you put that milk in a dirty pot, you're stunned, you can't drink it, That is how Grenadians is. So you have to be very, very careful how you treat the people in this country here.
All right,
Have
Cams.
a good day, Grenada.
Yeah, be blessed.
Bye.
Yes, Igwe.
Yes, Igwe. So I was talking about fees. So I ask here, simple question. What fees was removed from preschool? What fees was removed from primary schools? And what fees was removed from secondary schools? Because in conversation with some parents of secondary schools, it was reported that the students of those schools or some other schools are asked to purchase and to bring items to the school costing a lot more than what was perceived to be fees removed. And that is the bread and butter issue. It's not about politicking, but it's the real issues. That's the real issues. So one has to understand what here is at play and how we address those things going on. And like I say, we can't sit down. The other claim was payment of dock salaries, and we know, yes, the dock salaries was paid to teachers, but we also know that a particular teacher took the matter to court, and we know what the result was. And the payment of pension. When was pensions? When pensions started? When did they start to pay pension? Because they claim it in the 100 days and the 100 days past. So maybe I'm not aware, but what time pension started to pay? Did they start to pay pension? Because they claim that it's a victory, a win.
I don't think they started.
But they're not saying it's something retroactive and so on. The twice monthly salary again. I didn't hear of any person starting to get paid twice monthly. But that is one they claim to be a victory. So why pull the wool over the Grenadian public eye? Why say something? Say we plan and we putting things in place to do that time, but when you say you claim it as a win, who the win is against? And that is the crux of the matter, who you consider a win against. Let's take the call. Morning, caller.
Yeah, morning.
Morning.
Now, as you rightly said, listen to what they call the achievements. I'm reading something else there. And what I'm reading is this. These people are saying that Grenadians are stupid people, you know. That is what they're really saying, you know.
Well, the Attorney General for many years classify needy, greedy, and dons.
Yes. Because if you plan to do something and you don't do it yet and you're saying that is an achievement, then you're telling me I'm stupid to accept it as having been done. Secondly, well, you are a policeman. I have had the experience of going through some matters where I had to face some charges, not in the court, disciplinary action. I won my case based on wrong procedure.
Mm-hmm.
One cannot be the accuser and the judge.
And the jury.
And the jury. Look at the situation with the workers in Carriacou. The same person was the accuser, the same person was the judge, and the same person was the jury. Apart from that, there is something called natural justice.
Yes, natural justice.
You have to dismiss somebody for cause.
Yes.
And if there is a cause, the person has to have an opportunity
To defend themselves.
Right? Was the procedure followed? I only hope that those people and the union are prepared to go to court.
Yes.
Right? Because they're taking everything to court. The pension to court. The doc salary to court. So take that one to court. Another thing. If I was the person in this government who has been appointed to be the minister, the Minister of Labor, the Attorney General, and the Minister of Legal Affairs. I would have told the Prime Minister, sorry, I don't want these three positions because there is a lot of conflict there. One person cannot be three persons having to say three different set of things because in some cases you have to speak as a politician, right? If you're the minister, you have to speak as a politician. If you are the Attorney General, you have to deal strictly with the law.
Yeah, and what the law says.
Exactly. So when, if I was this person, I would say, you see, you, Mr. Prime Minister, you don't like me, you're trying to trick me or to embarrass me. Because that is how I see it. You have to, all departments and so on, would refer to the office of the Attorney General for legal guidance.
Yeah, the whole government.
Right, for legal guidance. No, you refer to me. And then I have to be the Minister of Legal Affairs, where I have to speak as a politician for the ruling government. So I have to speak on one side of my mouth about this thing, and on the other side about the same thing with a different view.
And then if a matter goes to the Minister of Labor and the person who bring the matter they don't satisfy and they want to take the government to court, the Attorney General has to be involved. So if you involve as the Minister of Labor, then the Attorney General something don't add enough.
So when the same person who is the Minister of Legal Affairs and what talking about Grenadian people as greedy, needy, and stupid, she fall in that category. She's talking about herself. She needy, greedy, and stupid. Thank you very much.
All right.
No, some points was made there. Because the utterances of the senator in terms of needy and greedy and so forth, and in terms of the portfolios, a lot of times governments don't really appoint a politician as the Attorney General based on the fact that they have to advise the government legally.
So that person should be neutral.
Not neutral, but that person would not be forced to wear the hat of a politician anytime, because when you're politicking, you have to politic for who you part off. And being the Attorney General to advise the government, the legal advisor to government, means you have to be impartial. If it means that the advice has to be given in terms of a situation, it should not be partial advice to satisfy politically, but to satisfy what the law says. And those portfolios, to me, seem to have some perceived level of conflict. Because here's a real scenario, Igwe. The persons in Carriacou decide to take the matter to the Minister of Labor. It's the same person that is the Attorney General. And it's the same person what's already see on record. She see no problem in them going. So would they get natural justice or any justice from the Minister of Labor? And here lies the crux of the matter and the confusion of the matter. The same person should not be presiding, knowing it's something. And if you understand if you have institutional knowledge and you understand what's going on, that will come up from time to time. There will be issues with the union and labor, and you have to treat it. You might have to be a mediator, but then you have to speak politically, so you go out to politics it. And when you go on radio programs and make pronouncement and saying you did proper and thorough investigation as you spoke about the dealings with the people in Carriacou, if they come to the Ministry of Labor and report, would you recuse yourself from dealing with the matter? Because you already prejudiced the matter by your utterances. Would that person get a fair hearing? And these are the things that concern people, Added to the fact that cost of living measures are the bread and butter issues. Because in terms of school, and you talk about fees and so on, and in some secondary school, it is still required to buy a lot of stuff which is costly. And in some schools, because of the mischief in handling of these vouchers, a lot of parents, based on perceived political affiliation, was slighted out of getting vouchers. And what they have to spend extra by not getting vouchers, added to the high cost of electricity, added to the cost of basic commodities, is bread and butter issues that would have people concerned. So to claim achievement in the first 100 days, when you go around the place and those persons, not even persons supported of NNP, but the neutrals, or the persons who did not vote and so on, and you hear them complaining about the cost, because the cost of electricity and others is not only the crisis is not only for people in green, people in yellow, people in red, people in no color. Anytime you see them, they're talking about the electricity bill. As a matter of fact, even in addressing it, the company recognizes what is going on. So when you talk about cost of living measures, you ought to be clear as to what you've done. Let's take the caller. Morning caller.
Mr. Scholar just come back in. You're talking about the children and the school fees. What children have to do with that? What's going on? Children, and you care about young people. You shouldn't take away the whatever help they was getting from the government. There's a lot of children are not going to school. I see children in the terminal, during school hours. I am telling you, I won't tell a lie. I don't come on the radio and lie. I see that every day. Because the parents cannot help. They don't have that. That was the only help they had. Getting the little money for them to go to school. So I don't see why they should take that away from them. It's not nice. I have to remember that is the future, the young children. That is what they should give them, whatever they have to give them. You understand? It is not right. And I'm pleading to them again, try and do better. Try and help these people with that really need. And you shouldn't be. I don't agree with, because I was at NNP and I was the permanent secretary in the Prime Minister ministry. Why you hurt me? Because I support a different party and move me and send me home. You all don't love nobody. You have to love people. If you have love in your heart, you move them and you put them somewhere. So what about victimize them? And you have people that siding with them and laughing and rejoicing. We're in charge. That is not right. And then Baby Jesus come to rescue Grenada. That is something to say. Something wrong with all your mind. Baby Jesus come to rescue Grenada. Stop that. And try and help everybody. We all Grenadians. Help everybody. That is my little piece on it this morning.
All right, thank you, and have a blessed morning, Cams.
Before you go on, Igwe.
Yeah.
Somebody said the thing about the AG is to keep the people quiet. You find out what's happening?
To keep the people quiet?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And let me say a special happy birthday to Phyllis Madison.
Oh,
happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Hope you enjoy your day and use it as a day of reflection.
Yeah. She's inside a Carrico, right?
Yes.
Yeah, she said the rain falling.
One of the ardent listeners.
Yeah, the rain falling
Real
and things,
FM.
so you look too nice today, but she gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, so we're talking about cost of living, Igwe.
Back to it.
And the basic goods in the basket of food that was zero rated. It was mentioned about zero rated here. But have you increased the type of food in the basket? If there is 10, did you make it 15? Because we had a food or basket zero rated already. So when you claim win, this thing was already there. Did you improve? Let's take the call.
Hello.
Morning, caller.
Hello, good morning to my brothers.
Morning, Miss Jacob. How are you today?
Oh God, today is my mommy birthday.
Okay.
TVs are garden.
All right.
The lady they call mommy there.
Yeah.
Doa?
Hot offer.
Yeah, today's her birthday.
So what's up with you? What is your contribution this morning?
Well, my contribution, oh my God, I thanking Papa God, I praying for Papa God to help us.
Well, he never leave his children astray.
And I want to talk to you on the
Yeah, we after the show you will call us.
I can't talk to you on the
No, after 9 o'clock call.
Yeah, after 9.
Yeah. Okay, sweetheart.
All right.
Hello.
All right, love you.
And Miss Jacob, as a father pitieth his children, so the Lord pitieth those that fear him. And he chastens those he loves, and to chasten is to be rough. Yeah, so you talk about food, you talk about zero, but you don't improve it, but you're claiming victory for it. You don't add more items to the basket of food and zero rate them, so to ensure that the price wouldn't, you're not price gouging and think about it. And this is the crux of the matter. As somebody called last Friday and speak about sugar, what is done to address the situation? Because you're talking about cost of living, and you're talking about measures to relieve cost of living. You cap freight, but who does capping freight benefits? Who does capping freight benefit? But you take out the 25% on new non-fuel charge on electricity. Who are you trying to benefit? But you said it in its proper perspective, retroactive justice. So it is important always, Igwe, to listen people when they speak. Let's take a break, Igwe.
Yeah, but before we go on the break, let me just read this comment for you.
Yeah.
GM, Haiti had baby Doc. Today, Grenada have baby Jesus. Are you fine? Somebody say they smell a rat.
Yeah.
Let me take a break. We'll be back. It's Fearless 91. Time check, 8:32.
Wait. 91.5 Real FM got you covered.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
The Housing Authority offers products that people can choose from, products that people can access. And I think anyone looking to build, just call the Housing Authority of Grenada. The service was superb. Every step of the way, they collaborated with the owner. They collaborated with the builder. The builder himself was really good. For what I've seen them do, I have to say that from buildings they have done in the past to where they are now, they have come up to speed with modern trends, modern designs, and I think I will advise anybody.
Are you interested in getting an affordable entertainment package that would serve your every need? Do you own a Fire Stick, Smart TV, or Android box? If the answer is yes, we have news. We can offer you a package that would cost you less than $9 per month. Yes, that's just $200 for the entire year. You would get over 9,000 live TV channels, 31,000 movies, and 4,000 TV shows for your entertainment. These channels include shows, entertainment, sports, news, movies, comedy, and lots more, including international, Caribbean, and local channels. Watch on your smart TV, phones, tablets, PC, laptop, and Fire Stick. We can also supply you with an HD Android box that would convert your TV into a smart TV. Not convinced? Then test our service now for 36 hours free. For more information, call or WhatsApp DP Marketing at 473-457-3546.
Do you know you can lower your electricity bill by creating an energy-efficient home? When planning to build or remodel, plan for your energy needs and utilize building techniques and products that promote energy efficiency. Incorporate renewable energy and maximize the use of natural lighting, heating, and ventilation sources. You should also buy 230-volt equipment, as these run more efficiently and can help lower your electricity usage. As an individual consumer, I cannot impact global fuel prices. However, I can ease the burden of rising fuel rates by creating an energy-efficient home. What can you do?
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
You've asked for it, and now it's here. The NLA announces its new mid-morning draw, commencing September 30th for 9:45 a.m. Yes, you can play Pick 3, Cash 4, and Playway 3 times daily for 9:45 a.m., 12:45 p.m., and 7:45 p.m., Monday to Friday. Saturday draws remain twice daily. And that's not all. Simply place your non-winning Cash 4, Pick 3, and Playway tickets valued at least $10 from a single purchase in the NLA branded box at your favorite sales location for chances to win 10 prizes of $1,000 each. Whoa! $10,000 up for winnings. Compliments the NLA. Be sure to write your name, address, and contact info on your entries before submitting. Promotion runs from September 30th to October 28th. Promotion will be drawn Friday, November 4th, 2022. NLA, making your dreams a reality while supporting sports, culture, and nation building. Must be 18 or older to participate. Terms and conditions apply. See stores for details.
From the north, covering south, east, and west. This is Real FM.
This is
You asking me what is wrong with Trinidad? You can't understand why things go on so bad. You find we so rich in human resources, and yet the country going to pieces. Well, let me tell you, my friend, where we went wrong. After Eric Williams' old car breakdown, we called in an AR, we ordered an X-car, and installed a new driver. With 33 passengers from the party, we gave him a maxi taxi, fitted with my wheels, tape deck, computer, air conditioned cylinder. With posh new fittings, this maxi car arrived. Then it started to swerve and nosedive. It took a year for passengers to realize this say?
The new driver cannot. Yes, Igwe.
Yes, we give him a full treasury.
Loaded.
It takes us 100 days to realize
The new driver.
that driver
He will.
cannot drive. Now, one of the claims of victory or top wins was twice monthly payment of salaries. And I had a discussion with a gentleman sometime last night. And he says to me, Masakali, you're wicked. Because you're talking about the twice monthly salary. You're telling people how if a man working for $100, he'll get 50-50. So a lot of people believe, Igwe, that the twice monthly salary, if you're working for $1,000, you'll get $1,000 twice a month.
No, you're getting 500.
Yes.
What do you think they get in double?
That was the discussion with the gentleman with me last night.
No, man. If you're 1,000, it's 5.
He tell me how I misleading. I say, not me at misleading. The fact that they say they're paying twice monthly and they're not explaining to people that they go split it in half. And in terms of persons, because some people live from paycheck to paycheck again.
Yeah, because the lump sum of
and
money.
some people have obligation in terms of financial places. So when you give a man half and you go and take it out, and then I see this thing go have some issues going forward if at all it happens. But to claim victory for that when it don't happen yet, I find that not making sense. So remove all of school fees and things. They ain't telling us which one. The dark salaries, it was an illegal something, they do it. Payment of pension, it don't happen yet. You can't claim victory. Cost of living measures, the 40-pound cylinder was there a very long time. Not you are doing it. In terms, you don't increase the zero-rated items. Yes, you don't take in the tax, the petrol tax, but the petrol tax could amount to close to $61 million EC per year. So you're refusing to take that in your revenue stream. Your third biggest amount of revenue taking. So you don't take in that. So to me, they're not prudent financial management of the country. We know what electricity costs to the consumers is. We know. Because everybody can just lie about their bills and so on. Even a gentleman called and talk about a lady who home with one light alone and she had to pay $120 something.
That's crazy.
A woman who walked the gangplank and not to say she could see too using light and thing. You speak about civil aviation agreements to support airlift, but what you're not telling us, how long was these things in negotiation? Was the negotiation done and completed in 100 days? And you know that not true. Even the travel to Carrico, which you make all this thing about, you have to recognize that people watching and people understand and people know what is going on. So I really believe in Grady and people dense. Yeah, let's take the call.
Morning.
Morning. How y'all doing?
We're not too bad.
I hear Master Cole saying country.
You see,
Mr. Cole,
country.
I told you to stop jackassing the thing already. I told you that before. Master Cole, it's 100 days. And I heard you saying that the driver cannot drive.
I play that song just to vex you. Because I know as I play that song, you will call.
Master Cole, give the
my mission accomplished.
Give him some time.
My mission accomplished.
He get it.
He get it.
Clear. He get it. The next song will call back again. I have to laugh.
Play that song again for me.
Yeah, let me play it again. Remember, press the like, guys. 50 likes this morning. We want 50 likes this morning. We have 40 already. We almost there. 50 likes this morning. Let me give the driver something to talk. 40 already. Almost.
You asking me what is wrong with Trinidad? You can't understand why things go on so bad. You find we so rich in human resources, and yet the country going to pieces. Well, let me tell you, my friend, where we went wrong. After Eric Williams' old car breakdown, we called in an AR, we ordered an X-Con, and installed a new driver. Yes! With 33 passengers from the party, we gave him a maxi taxi.
A full treasury.
You see, fitted with mag wheels, tape deck, computer, air conditioned 8-cylinder. With posh new fittings, this maxi car arrived. Then it started to swerve and nosedive. It took a year for passengers to realize. They say the new driver cannot drive.
Mumbai. Have you done working?
Well, of the 33 chosen passengers, Ramnath Pandey, Humphrey and Sudama, they wouldn't let the poor driver drive in peace. They distracting him and wouldn't cease. While he driving, they hitting him some big cloud. So he stopped the maxi and booked them out. And to discuss their fate, they went to drink us straight by a clock called 88. The driver called his sweet mouth friend Flash Gordon, yeah, to give him some driving lessons.
Hold on, there's something else for you here. Stick up in. Hold on, there. Stick up in. Hold on, there. This echo. This echo. This echo.
List some future plans that you have for the Isle of Grenada.
It's not your top 5.
So,
It's not the top 5.
List some future plans that you have
well,
for the Isle of Grenada.
you know, we campaign on a transformation agenda, and we've started one. Well, it's not so much transformation as perhaps restorative justice. We campaign on a transformation agenda.
So, folks, I ain't worried. I ain't bending to nobody. So, Carla, you calling and say about jackass anything you know, sir? And let me just tell you, Dr. Eric Williams, when them fellas there ain't getting on them, you just take out the hearing aid. Yes. Until you know distracting me from what I'm saying. If I have to be the only opposition in this country, so let it be. So when things happen or things is happening, I will continue to comment. And I expect everybody to agree with me. And what I would like, Igwe, based on the last call on orders of like minds, let's have a debate.
People and them say put the song and repeat it.
Call the station and refute the things I'm saying. Say that I'm lying, say it's not true. And bring evidence, as Pandey say, bring the evidence to refute what I'm saying. Don't just come and make scattershot and blanket statement and rabbit hole statements where you're looking for something and saying this thing. If you have information with what I'm saying on radio is not true or is not factual, come, let us have this discussion. Come, let us have the debate. You just call and give the thing and talk about country. That you think? You have this country and the man just come. But the same man that just come say what couldn't happen in 5 years, happening in 3 months. You don't hear in that part too. So I'm well within my right to ask of him certain things. Because you people call him baby Jesus, and he claim what could not be done in Ohio, who has been done in just a matter of months. And look at the top wins. Record school fees, payment of salaries, payment of pension, twice monthly payment salaries, cost of living measures, COVID-19 package restructure, civil aviation agreements, and ease of travel. But you telling me a jackassing the thing? Who jackassing it by telling people and claiming victory for things what do happen and things what they believe might happen next year? You don't say the jackassing. But come with your evidence, because that is the empirical evidence I have. And to be fair, always read or say what he said. Why you don't talk about retroactive justice? Why you don't tell me how the Ministry of Mobilization and the funding under Vote 27? You won't go there, but you want to talk about to jackass anything. I'm ready. I'm prepared. Anytime you want to have a discussion, caller, you know me, I know you. Let's meet downstairs Real FM any Saturday and have that discussion, because it would be healthy, because you seem to have some information what I don't know about. So it would be healthy. So let's discuss. I just say that to the caller. So the goods, the basket of goods, you talk about cost of living, and that is something that keep people up at night, wondering how would they put food on the table. Everybody got to eat. And for young children, you cannot tell them you don't have nothing. You have to find a way. And I see nothing in the improvement of the food basket, because you talk about price on the 40-pound cylinder, on the 20-pound cylinder. We knew it was $40 a very long time. So you don't do nothing. Electricity costs go up, so you don't help. The petrol tax, yes, but you're losing around $60 million. There are about every 61 million EC, which could have been doing a lot of things in the economy. Free charges, and even when the Prime Minister spoke about the free charges, he also make it a point to ask of the business people to pass it on. So you know it is not mandatory, it is not a must, or it is not legislated, or you don't have no penalty if a man don't decide to pass it on. These are the issues we have to speak about. These are the issues that affect us, the ordinary man. So those who have profit out of other person's style, be it legal and illegally, those who have profit by getting pittance from other person's style, now could come and talk utter nonsense on the radio about the man just come. You just know he just come. But when he claiming all these things and them in 100 days, why didn't you just come? You don't do that on them yet. And that is the thing, the people that affect the ordinary man. Because when you go around the country, you hear people crying about bills. Shopkeepers are now saying by those people and what used to be walking, all the faith-based people and other people, when they get their money by my shop, they used to come. So they do get in that on them now. And that is the reality on the ground. When you hear bossmen saying road dead, I'll pack up for the day.
Yeah, road dead.
That is the reality of the situation. When you hear fishermen saying by the fish, we holding the fish, but you're getting sale. That is the reality of the situation. When farmers and our own farmers, we had all this recent some retreat with agriculture thing. But the Alasini retreat remains one of the biggest deterrent or headache for farmers. There was this big grandeur by the RGPF in Regal Cinema in Grenville, and a superintendent of police under the past administration was earmarked to be the person in charge of the Pridia Lassini unit, Igwe. And now that person has removed and posted in Kariku. So you're talking about agriculture, you're talking about planting spice. But Pridia Lassini, which is one of the biggest headache for farmers, the superintendent was in charge, you take him out without no replacement. And you're telling me you're having a retreat for agriculture and farming. And these are the issues that are affecting people. Not your view on who doing what. These are the real issues. So, Mr. Commissioner, and the Prime Minister being Minister of National Security, when you fixing Pridia Lassini, because they call you baby Jesus, and it seems like you have answer for everything. When you fixing Pridia Lassini.
Somebody said they don't care about veterans.
When you fixing Pridia Lassini, let me take the call.
Hello.
Hey, good morning.
Morning, caller.
Mr. Caton, there is nothing for the businesses to pass on when it comes to the freight doctrine. The amount is so small.
Well, tell them.
You cannot pass on anything.
Well, tell them, because they don't believe when I say it. They believe in trying to bring down the government when I say that.
As you say, dummy don't know.
Is dummy don't know?
Just use math, because on a 20-foot container, you're saving about $2,000.
And you're doing business to make money?
Exactly. But it's not just that, but even though that part, you save about a few cents on a particular item. For instance, if it's apples, about 2 cents an apple, how can you pass that on?
Because I see in the utterances of the Honorable Prime Minister, he say about retroactive justice. So all these things and them is retroactive justice, because certain persons who might be aligned to them, it's like giving them back something.
I believe so. That's the point.
Well, that's the logic reasoning.
They have nothing to pass on.
And I'll continue to speak that on this radio station. They don't stopping me. I ain't going to none of them.
Continue.
Yes, man. I'm the opposition in this country. And when they make the mistake, I might forgive them, but I won't forget to tell the people.
No, you gotta show that.
Yes, thank you, caller.
Better next time. Okay.
All right. So you see what I'm telling you, Gates?
Yeah.
What is there to pass on? And he's saying, pass it on. What is there to pass on? And these are the things, when you speak about it, they're going up in arms. Because the reality of the situation, they don't understand. Yes, caller. Morning.
Hey, good morning.
Morning.
Brother, I listened to what I just finished coloring. And I find it rather unfortunate that the fellow talk about children going to happen. When you say 20,000 happen, like 20,000 children, you take it and just, and you don't pass it down to the people. So I will call this color a thief if there is intention. Thank you.
All right.
You see, he
will call him a thief.
For what?
For what he call and say, I guess.
But you have sometimes, when you don't understand the gravity of a conversation, it's best you stay muted. Because opening your mouth and speaking and you don't understand the context in which it was spoken is a bad thing.
Wait for you.
Morning, caller.
Hello?
I was listening to the radio.
Yeah, they're listening to the radio. Yeah. And they might be listening online too.
Yeah. So, Igwe, simply put, retroactive justice is so in tune with a lot of things what we see happening. The freight, in terms of the Ministry of Mobilization, you could check the correlation with retroactive justice. So in his own words, the Honorable Prime Minister you have to listen and get the understanding going forward. And we at Real FM on Political Wednesdays and other program of such independent talk will continue to unpack those utterances and those issues. We'll continue to let the people understand. And like I say, if there's a time in our country when the notion of we can't sit down applies, is now. We can't sit down and allow these things to happen. I await word out or from the unions when it comes to salary negotiation. Because these are bread and butter issues.
It's almost time for us to take a break.
Yes, it's almost time for the program to end.
We'll give them a little bonus this morning. The police is not coming.
So I want you to I have to deal with some issues this morning.
You have to press.
Yeah, so give
All
me
right,
give me
up.
part of the song before. Let me lead the people along with the song.
All right.
So listeners, have a blessed day. Take care. And next Wednesday, we deal with everything political.
This is
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
This is the latest news update produced by Triple N. Details when we get back.
Good day, Mr. James. I'm just here looking at Grenlec's new mobile app.
Sounds great.